All right, here we are, Maximum Edge Sports Wagering Show, Sunday morning NFL. My name is John Santucci. Call me Tooch. I got Anthony here with me from Pounded Sports. Anthony, happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, man. Happy Sunday.
Uh, Yesterday, a bit of a different kind of college football day with the rivalry games and stuff. Michigan finally got it done in Columbus.
I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy. I mean, I was on Ohio State -7, small play, but
Yep.
I had no problem losing that bet just to see them win. It was nice to see Ohio State probably lose.
Yeah, in hindsight, I look back at this game and I'm like, why didn't I take home dog plus the points? Yeah, we thought the Ohio State Buckeyes are peaking at the right time, but it's on the road. Ann Arbor's a tough place to play. Michigan getting points. This was their best shot at the Buckeyes was in this game. They have a good enough team to take down the Buckeyes, and that's what they did.
I agree. Great
And
win.
then
Great win.
Alabama and Auburn. Alabama did not cover another large spread in a rivalry game. In hindsight, that looks like an easy play, easy call. Taking the points.
I was
for Auburn,
hoping they'd lose. I was hoping they'd lose personally. I'm so sick of seeing Alabama. They're the most fraudulent team right now in the top four. They don't deserve to be in the
Overrated.
top four. They're not playing. Yeah, overrated. They're
Yeah.
clearly not a good team, and
Who
yet
would
they
be your
somehow.
Who would be your top four?
Well, Georgia number one. Georgia
For
is in
sure.
a whole other league. Georgia
Yeah.
takes one and two. That's how good they
Yeah.
are. Georgia, and you got to throw in Michigan. I
Yeah.
would say. Let me look a little quick. Let me look. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see this top 25. So definitely Georgia. Uh,
Ohio State and Alabama both, have some chinks in the armor, looking a little vulnerable. Now Ohio State's got two losses. Alabama, of course, did not put forth, a top four game yesterday. But
this would be my top four. It'd be Georgia, Michigan, Alabama, and Notre Dame.
Yeah, Notre Dame would be up there for mine too. At least the three. Alabama, I guess, up there by default. Ohio State, it's going to be tough. It's either, Ohio State or
Who
Notre
else is
Dame.
there? You can't put Oklahoma State in there. I mean, they probably number 4, maybe 5. I would say number 5. I don't think they're quite number 4 yet. They beat Oklahoma plus 4 by 4, which we said on the show. You take the plus
Yep.
4 and you
Take the 4
run
and a
with
half. And have that 4.5
yeah.
in your back pocket. That was a
There
winner
was
by
no
the hook.
way. Exactly. I mean, and I called it. This series, this two teams always go over the total. They scored 70 points.
Yep.
I mean, I don't care how good of a defensive teams they are, they always go over.
Another game that went over the points was Oregon State, which I found surprising that there was so much scoring in that game, which I thought would be more of a defensive effort.
That was BS.
67 points.
Fourth quarter, Oregon State decides to put 21 points on the board, not including what Oregon puts on the board. I'm like, are you kidding right now? Play some effing defense. I mean, I'm just going into the fourth quarter. We had, I think, a 21-point cushion.
Yep.
That was a BS loss.
That was a bad beat. And then our dog of the day was Florida State. That was a push, I think, right?
I was able to get it at plus 3.5, luckily.
Oh, nice.
But it was plus 3. Joe, it was the dog of the day. But Florida, they should never have even covered the plus 3 or the push,
were down
because Florida was up 17 points going into the fourth quarter. So if you had Florida, I feel for you. If you had Florida State like myself.
Yep.
But the 20-unit bomb, I mean, I was telling people yesterday, was Notre Dame minus 20, and that was covered in the first half.
We were all over that. That was that one. I pounded that one play, and it was easy money. Notre Dame, Stanford, they easily covered 20 points.
Stanford was on their backup kicker. 2 top receivers are out. They had a
Freshman
defense that
quarterback.
was limited. A freshman core. I mean, it was. It was just all a disaster for Stanford. There was no way.
Yep.
And then the free play yesterday was probably the easy. I mean, I can't believe how easy it was. If you follow me on TikTok, I gave you Clemson minus 11 for free play, and they won 30-0.
Yeah.
So,
Great play. We should have bombed that one too. 2 bombs would have been a nice day.
I put 2 units on it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't bomb. I didn't put no more than 2 units besides Notre Dame. So,
All right,
all
let's
good.
head to the
Get into
NFL.
today.
So we got Tennessee Titans versus the Patriots, and what should be a pretty good game. Tennessee comes into this matchup with an 8-3 record. New England, behind their rookie quarterback, 7-4. Man, against the spread, 7-4. Tennessee 8-3, 7-4 against the spread. On the road, they're 4-1. Tennessee. I don't know. They're banged up, Anthony. I don't know who Tannehill's going to throw to. They don't have Derrick Henry. All signs point to New England at home, giving up 7. Are we laying 7 points with Mac Jones and company?
Hell yeah, we are. No, Tannehill doesn't have A.J. Brown. He's on injured reserve. Julio Jones has got a broken fingernail. He's out once again. Derrick Henry's out. I mean, the whole team's depleted. I mean, I feel bad for Tannehill.
I think A.J. Brown is out too.
He is. He's on injured reserve.
Right, he's out too.
Out indefinitely. Indefinitely.
Yeah, the top 2 receivers out. I mean,
but
7 points.
You kind of knew that coming into the season with Julio Jones. The dude plays like 2 games a season.
Yeah.
So when he does play, and I still say this, when they played on Monday night versus the Bills, that was the only reason they covered and won that game.
Right. We got a total of over under 43.5. So expecting a low scoring game. That would be, I kind of agree with the under here, but I don't know how Tennessee's going to put up points against that New England defense. Your thoughts on the total? You like the over? All right.
We're going with the over. That's my
I like that New England defense is tough, man.
Tennessee's not going to get shut out. Mike Vrabel's got to be cooking up something. He knows he's shorthanded. You know damn well that this they're going to have to put points on the board. It's got to go over. New England's going to put 20-some points. I mean, Tennessee's going to put at least 14 to 17 points. No more than that, but I see a big, big rout by New England, though. They might cover the total by themselves.
Wow, Tennessee has got a pretty good defense too. The Tennessee defense ranked 14th, but that New England defense 3rd in the NFL. Really, and their offense not bad either. Both these offenses right in the middle of the NFL, not too bad. So we're leaning New England. We like New England a lot, -7, and then the total to go over. Let's move over to the next game, which is Tampa Bay on the road at Indianapolis. They're a 3-point favorite on the road. The Colts, man, impressive showing last weekend against the Bills. The Buccaneers will be without Antonio Brown again, but they get Gronkowski back today.
Colts got him back last week.
Colts really running the ball tough, but this is one of the better run defenses in the NFL. I think they get Vita Vea back today, the big run stuffer in the middle. I saw him warming up on the field this morning. Thoughts on Indianapolis at home against Tampa Bay, getting 3 points at home?
This is going to be a great game. Still no respect by the Colts. There's no reason why the Colts are not favored on this game. They should be -3 or at least a pick 'em. Just because the only reason Tampa's favored is because of Tom Brady. Their defense is banged up. Look what they did in Washington. And the numbers between Tampa at home or on the road are night and day. Tampa's like, I'm pretty sure 5-0 against the spread, if not 4-0 against. I'm sorry, 4-1 against the spread at home. Compared on the road, they only cover the spread once. So Tampa on the road is not the same team as they are at home. The high explosive offense, not so much. Their defense, Colts Colts today.
I like the Colts too, +3. Do I smell a dog of the day?
Yes, sir.
All right. Maximum Edge, dog of the day, Colts +3. I like that pick, man. The Colts can really run the ball, the number 4 rushing offense in the league. Against the number 1 rushing defense, something's got to give there. I think the Colts can run the ball on the Bucks. I like that Colts offensive line too, and hopefully they run some play action, get that banged up Tampa Bay secondary on its heels. Setting up the pass play too. The nice combination there. But I tell you, Tampa Bay, this would be their 3rd loss in a row. They're coming off a win on Monday night, right? So it'd be before that they lost to the football team. This is Tom Brady has got to win this one. He's got to put together a Herculean effort to beat the Colts today, man.
Definitely.
So we're leaning. Any thoughts on the total of 53? A little high, but I think we'll see some scoring in here. I think it'll go over 2. So we're leaning over Colts +3 and the over. Our next game, we are going to head over to Green Bay, where the Rams are on the road, laying 1.5 against the Packers. Packers a home dog, getting 1.5. Really not a lot of points. But the Rams, if they lose this one, this would be 2 losses in a row, I think. Right, Anthony?
There we go. Yeah, the Rams, they need this win to stay in contention for the AFC West and just to prove to themselves that they can win a big ball game. The only good team they beat was the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers, I don't know what happened to them that day. They were just off completely. Their defense, it's the defense, plain and simple. This could be a great game because Green Bay's defense, like you said earlier, is banged up. The Rams, they are fully loaded. They are like the New York Yankees on offense, and yet they can't get anything going. So the pressure's on Matt Stafford. He needs to step up his game, and be a great game. I mean, I'm really surprised that the Packers are dogs today, though.
Right. They lost Robert Woods, but they replaced him with Odell Beckham Jr., if I'm not mistaken. And then the Packers, of course, will be without their left tackle, Elgton Jenkins, who's been doing a pretty good job. He was only in there because David Bakhtiari was out. So now they're down to their 3rd string left tackle. That worries me against the Rams defense. This would be a stay away game for me. The over-under, the total's a little bit low. Do we know if Aaron Jones is back?
Not sure yet. Not sure.
I would keep an eye out for that. Over-under 47. I kind of like this to go over, although Rams, I think they've been an under team lately. Green Bay 3-6 to the under, Rams 5-4-1 to the over. 47, though, I think we're leaning over in this one.
Yes. I'm trying to see if Aaron Jones is out. Von Miller's questionable, so there's a chance that he plays today. He hasn't done squat since coming.
He might have a chance against that 3rd string left tackle of Green Bay. The line is suspicious. The Rams getting points. They've been susceptible to pressure up the middle. The Packers get Rashawn Gary back today. That guy's just an animal. Maybe if they get enough pressure up the middle, put a pass rush in Matt Stafford's face, get some turnovers. I like Green Bay's chances at home. 1.5 is so slim, though, Anthony. Your thoughts on the side? Are you leaning Green Bay or Rams?
I'm all over Green Bay. You can't go against Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. I mean, as a Bears fan, I think we know better than that.
That's the difference. I mean, you saw on the road at Minnesota, he almost single-handedly won that game with.
He did. There's nothing more he could have done. There's nothing more he could have done. It's the stupid defense that can't do their job. So when the defense can't do their job, Rodgers, I had him on fantasy, scored 40 points for me. What more can you do? So Rams haven't been playing good. Their defense is secondary is overrated. Their pass rush is great, but they're not getting to the quarterback in time. Give me Aaron Rodgers. The guy is he's a magician. Plain and simple. He's a magician.
Hard to go against Aaron Rodgers at home. We have a fourth game too, right? Today,
Yeah, we'll do the Sunday night game.
and that is the Browns and Ravens.
Yep.
So you got the Browns 3.5 point dogs on the road at Baltimore. Baltimore, coming off they played Chicago, winning in dramatic fashion at the end. Low scoring game. Versus the Bears. Cleveland, of course, made it interesting versus Detroit last weekend, and then haven't put much points on the board. The way to beat Baltimore is to run the ball, and the Browns certainly very good at running the ball with Nick Chubb. Your thoughts on Cleveland, Baltimore?
This is just too good to be true. You're giving me a field goal on a team that loves to run the ball versus a defense that struggles at stopping the run. I mean, give me Cleveland. That defense is still fully healthy. Yeah, they struggle versus Detroit, but when you got to throw that out the window, a win is a win. Not every game is going to look flashy and phenomenal. A W is a W, and very easily the Detroit Lions came in much harder. Cleveland could have went into that game not playing as hard because they know the Lions were winless. They could go either way, but this is a rivalry game. It's a division game. You better bet your butt that Cleveland comes ready. Same as Baltimore, but it goes to who's got the most talent, and it really comes down to does Baker not make the mistakes that he has done. So I still like Cleveland.
That's the question. It all depends on Baker Mayfield. I think Cleveland has all the tools they need to get the job done, except Baker Mayfield and his injured shoulder. Can he make the plays when needed? You could certainly run on Baltimore. This game, that AFC North, would you say it's up for grabs? The whole division,
1,000%.
all four teams.
1,000%. Yeah.
All four teams. Very important game. Last week, I know we talked about the Lions and Browns. Browns probably caught looking ahead in that game, almost gave up the game to the Lions. For sure, they were looking ahead to Baltimore in a first place game, a battle for first place. I like 3.5 points. Give me 3.5 with Baltimore in my back pocket. This could come down to a field goal, just like it did with Detroit. And you'll have that hook in your back pocket, 3.5 in your back pocket if Baltimore comes out on top by 3. The total pretty low at 47. I kind of like that under here, and both these teams have not scored a lot.
I agree. We're going to see
Lamar
a lot
Jackson,
of running.
Right.
And
Lamar Jackson missed last week.
It's going to go. I would lean the under in this game. I both teams are going to run the ball. And what does the clock do? It never stops. So give me the under.
I agree. What do you say we give away a free play before we get out of here? And we'll be back again tomorrow. Let's give away that free play. All right, free play, Rams, Packers over 47. I like this play, man. I hope we see some fireworks, with some passing and running and touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford, making some plays through the air. I like to see a good passing game here. Our free play today, Rams, Packers over 47. We'll be back tomorrow talking Monday Night Football, and we'll see you about 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern. Anthony, thanks again for joining here, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good luck today.
Yep, sounds good. Yeah, we're going.
Second string, and I'm the team captain. He's the preview, and I'm the main attraction. Unstoppable, unconquerable, on top of the world, accomplishing the impossible. Unstoppable, unconquerable. Top of the world, accomplishing the impossible. Invincible hustle, mighty desire to conspire, to transpire, to be higher.